Tim, Alex, and Joey too. Got a show for me and you, games and films and tunes they'll skew. Some laugh, some grows, it's nothing new. Things I hate it, let's dive in. Games and movies, where do I begin? Tunes we love, but still we spin. Laughs and cringe, it's where we win.
Welcome back to Thanks I Hate It, the show where we make each other play games that we would normally hate in the hope that we can find a way to make each other like them. I am your host today, Alex, and I'm joined by Tim.
Hello.
And the man who needs no introductions.
Hello.
How are we, gentlemen?
Joey.
Very good, thank you. How are you, Alex?
Yeah, surviving.
How are you feeling about this episode and how far in advance we've managed to coordinate this recording?
I know it's amazing for those that are for those that are listening on release day. We recorded this 2 nights ago. We planned it several months ago. Oh, we're good at this. We're good at this whole planning and keeping on top of things. Tim, how are you?
Yeah, we are. Yeah, I'm not so bad. Not so bad. A little bit chilly.
There's always, like, whenever you ask Tim, his response is always the same. It's like an okay level, and then it's something miserable. It's always not doing so bad, but I have been ill. Or it's okay, but I am quite tired.
Yeah, no, it's all right, but my leg fell off.
Constantly okay is kind of my thing.
Yeah, but it's not constantly okay, because it's like okay riddled with bad.
I feel like constantly okay followed by a miserable statement is just British.
British.
Just like living here, it's okay with a bad side. Anyway.
Wow, what a dour note to start this episode on.
We're not here to talk about miserable Britain or Tim's lackluster enthusiasm for these recordings. We are here today to talk about Genesis Noir. It is a 2021 puzzle adventure game developed by Feral Cat Den. The game is a film noir style with a metaphorical narrative combining a old-school detective film with aspects of creation and destruction of the universe. It plays out the events of the Big Bang as a metaphor of a broken romance between No Man, representing time, trying to stop Golden Boy, representing energy, from killing Miss Mass, the mass of the universe. This has been chosen because both of my co-hosts here, both the brothers, hate point-and-click adventure games, and what the description of a puzzle adventure game does not tell you is this is very much a point-and-click adventure game. Adventure used loosely. I'll just quickly run through the story, which, for the sake of transparency, I've ripped directly from Wikipedia about 10 minutes ago. So, No Man is a watchmaker, and this is who you play as. He's fallen into a depression after breaking up with Miss Mass, a nightclub singer. He tries calling her and hears her crying for help, and racing to her apartment finds that she is about to be shot by Golden Boy, the saxophone player from the band. After touching the spent bullet casing with a strange spiral marking, No Man finds he can pause time, and determines he can stop Golden Boy's bullet by creating a black hole, because, that makes sense. I'm going to stop your bullet with a black hole. He then proceeds to track down more of the spiral symbols through events that would occur without the black hole and turn them golden. These are told through various vignettes that follow the creation of the universe and the stages of life on Earth to obtain these. We're going to skip the rest of it because it's a lot longer than I thought it was. But yeah, basically, you travel through various parts of the world, parts of the universe, to try and find these spirals to eventually create a black hole to stop Golden Boy's bullet from killing Miss Mass. Now, as I said, I've chosen this because I know both of you hate point-and-click games. My hope that is the style and the music of this game will take you away from that a little bit and maybe just make you enjoy it. The game itself, it's a very hand-drawn style with a very limited color palette. You've basically got black, white, and gold. Its sound design is a combination of atmospheric ambient music and various styles of jazz, everything from big band and bebop all the way to the more fusion, electronic, and weirder styles of it. The last point on this game is it does not hold your hand through any of the puzzles. There is no click here, this way to the cave. There's no speak to this person kind of prompts. You have to figure everything out by kind of just clicking around. So
Clicking around.
that's it. It's clicking around. It's just a clicky old time. We're gonna go to thoughts and obviously give me a thumbs up or a thumbs down as usual. Joey, that's what I thought.
Well, he didn't hate it.
Whoops.
Well, he did.
Oh, well, I guess he hated it.
I read the words hate it.
So is our button of hated it and didn't hate it too confusing?
Yeah, three words is too many.
I did not enjoy this game. I enjoyed the first 20 minutes where I thought, ooh, this art style's very cool. Everyone's like a doodle. Ooh, this music's great. It fits really well and is quite funky. I quite like the bit where I'm matching people to watches and going, oh, it looks like I've stolen these. And then, probably about 35 minutes in, I experienced my first of many, many puzzles that just didn't work. I know you said that the puzzles don't hold your hand, Alex. That's fair, but it's really, really difficult when some of the puzzles are difficult and some of them are broken, to the point where I would try a puzzle. There was one puzzle in particular where I was stuck on it for maybe half an hour and really getting frustrated. Like, I've tried everything. What am I missing? No idea. So I went online and searched a guide, and they said, oh, this very simple puzzle. You just click this. And I was like, I've clicked that. And I'm clicking it, and it's not working. So I reset the game, and then clicking it once sent me through to the next little vignette. And I thought, well, this is going to be a slog. A puzzle game where the puzzles don't actually work sometimes.
Which puzzle was that?
It was after the bullet was shot at Miss Mass.
Yeah.
And then there was like this big expansive room, and there was lots of things flying in circular motion, and you had to break up the circular motion. That didn't work. I think that the game. So, like I said, the art style, the music was good. The game really wanted you to go, "Oh my god, this is so clever," rather than something which actually is very clever. Going, "Oh, I get that. That ties things together." But it was like, "Oh, it's such an allegory for the start of the universe. Maybe you could stop the start of the universe." I thought, fuck off. This is just a bit pretentious. And that's how I felt from the game there on out. You know, when you get something in your head and you just can't get that idea out of your head, that is how I would describe this game, is massively pretentious. I didn't finish it, and I won't be going back to finish it, but I'll be interested to hear what you guys thought and if you had the same experience as me.
So we'll move swiftly on to Tim.
Oh, well, I guess he hated it.
I do have to give this game some sort of credit at the start of my thoughts here. It does something that I can't do, which is jerk itself off for 4 hours. So this game is so much style over substance. Like Joey said, the presentation of it is phenomenal. I have a real soft spot for hand-drawn animation. I loved the big band music. I love that kind of like swing score. It's like that really appeals to me on like a creative level. But the music and the visuals do not a game make. This game is everything I hate in a point and click from start to finish. It's and I find this really frustrating about these point and click games. Like whenever I think of point and clicks, I think of things like Secrets of Monkey Island. which incredible presentation, but asinine puzzle solving. And this is what that was. It was like Joey said, things just didn't work sometimes. Like I also ran into, not the exact same issue with the circular motion room, but I also ran into issues with that where just sometimes it felt like my clicks just weren't registering on the objects because they were moving, and it didn't feel like the game had taken movement into consideration, because every vignette that you're in is like a still frame, and it's a very intentionally framed piece. But then if things start moving around in the game, it feels like the inputs don't take that movement into consideration because it's been built around a frame piece. It just didn't work for me. And I've said before on this podcast that I really enjoy symbolism and analogy. And I appreciated for maybe the first 10, 15 minutes after it clicked, it was like, oh, it is to do with the start of the universe. That's a cool idea. And then it just kept on bashing you over the head with it over and over and over and over again. And I'll be honest, I didn't finish this, mostly because my Xbox Live ran out. But it just felt like the whole time it was just like, hey, it's art, it's art, it's art. Hey, it's art. Look, play it, it's art, it's art. It's like, okay, I get it, it's art. But like, I don't need to be smacked around every 5 minutes with it.
Did you feel like the game shoved it so far down your throat that it came out the other side?
Yeah.
And you went, no, Daddy Genesis Noir, I'm full.
Yeah.
Good.
I felt like a leg warmer of sorts.
Yeah, good.
Yeah. But no, like I visually great. I'd say watch someone else play this, but then I feel like you're not even getting the point of the gameplay. When we've said watch someone play Silent Hill, for example, which I'm going to draw to given recency bias. When you watch someone play that, you're experiencing the story, and to an extent, you're understanding the struggles of the combat, for example, or the struggles of inventory management, because you could put yourself in the shoes of the person playing and be like, I would make this decision, or I would do this. With point-and-click adventure games, the whole thing of it is you, as the individual, are working out a puzzle. So when you've got a well-presented thing and you're not having to work out the puzzle, you remove any sense of spectatorship. So I don't even know that I could say, go and watch someone play this. I think look at a few screenshots and maybe the trailer, but that is... Soundtrack, yes. But that is about as far as my recommendation would go for this.
Mm. I have played point-and-click games that I enjoyed. So Vlad Circus is one I did for DLC, which was really good. But that felt like it brought something fun and entertaining, and there was a bit of peril to your movement as well as the puzzles itself. Whereas this, I mean, some of them were puzzles. There didn't seem to be much difference between a room having a puzzle or something you click that calls itself a puzzle.
Yeah. Because like a lot of point-and-click adventure games will see you almost pocketing items as you go, being like, that might be useful later. Like if you look at like the Leisure Suit Larry games, for example, you'll maybe get like...
Of course you'd bring that up, you pervert.
I have the whole collection, thank you.
I know you do.
So the whole thing is, though, you might get like...
Sticky.
That's why I've got sticky keys. But like... You may get like a business card of someone and be like, this could be useful later. And then at some point later on in the story, you like find a phone and you're like, I need to call someone for help. I have that business card. Done. That's reincorporation. This is just like, click the thing on the wall and you have moved on. Well done.
Great puzzles.
Yeah.
Alex, how do you feel about point-and-click games?
I'm neither here nor there with them. I'll just do...
Oh, well, I guess he hated it.
No, good.
I'm very indifferent to point-and-click games. They're not the kind of game that I would seek out to play, but if someone said, this is a really good game, you should try it, it's a point-and-click, I'm not going to sort of go, no, thank you. This game, and we've said it before, it looks incredible, it sounds incredible, but it just does not play like anything you'd want to play. It almost could be like a mobile game with how sort of loose the gameplay elements are. The puzzles are. Obviously, I understand that they're going for the whole creation of the universe and everything, but the puzzles just seemed so crap to that kind of story. There was two.
Tell us what you really think, Alex, please.
There was two particularly egregious ones. There was one. I don't know how far you guys got. Did you do the water level?
Yeah.
Where
No.
you've got the water level, Joey, at a certain point you've got all these little schools of fish and they're made up from different shapes. You've got hoops, you've got squares, and you've got circles or something like that. Spheres.
I think
I
it's
am aware
triangles or
what-
something.
I am aware what shapes are. Yeah, thanks, guys.
No, but so
Have you heard of a parallelogram?
so there's all
No,
these.
open
There's,
my eyes.
there's all
Tell me
these-
more.
There's all these little fish-like things floating around made up of these three base shapes. And the puzzle is you have to combine... You've got one of each shape on a little rock next to you, and you've got to combine them in a certain way because depending on the order you click on them, it builds it differently.
Hmm.
You have to click them into a certain pattern so that those two fish fuck and create a new shape for you. And then do it again with the 4 shapes and again with the 5 shapes. There was, and we said, obviously, I said that this game does not hold your hand through it. There was nothing to indicate that's what you were doing. So I just started clicking shapes until something happened. And it just, I got to the end of that puzzle thinking, what? And then there was another bit, and I think it was again it was the reflection level. Because all the levels have quite pompous titles. And Golden Boy's there, looking really sad at the moon, and you've got to throw rocks at him until you get his attention. And then the puzzle is, he plays a bit of saxophone, you have to click on your little character, so he claps for about 15 seconds, and then he plays for another 15 seconds, and you clap again for another 10 seconds, and then he plays for another 15 seconds, and claps again. It's just, it wasn't a puzzle. It was more, I think this was my big gripe with it, was a lot of the puzzles and how long they took and how long certain things took to happen. It felt like the game was padding its time. It's a 3.5, 4 hour game, but with all the guff taken out of it, it could have probably been an hour. And we'd have probably all finished it.
Probably
yeah.
not.
No, probably not, to be honest. But like I said, it looks really nice, and it sounds... The soundtrack's incredible. But it didn't feel like a game. And I found myself a lot of the time drawing... You'll remember sometime... I think it was at the start of the year, we played Later Alligator, which again was another hand-drawn point-and-click adventure with a sort of jazzy-sounding soundtrack. And that was a brilliant little game. This wasn't. And it's quite sad.
You guys did Later Alligator. I think you did it when Slade was still on the pod. I didn't do that one. So I don't have that frame of reference. But from your episode, that one sounded really fun, and this one really wasn't.
Yeah. I think is Tim frozen for you, or is he just... no,
He
sorry,
keeps dipping in and out.
I'm having internet issues. I don't know what's going on with it.
Tim,
I'm Tim
just-
with my really powerful internet.
Fast, not stable.
He's got...
Insert generic internet provider brand name here.
I do, actually.
Right, I think
Are we
we've
keeping
all...
that in? Are we?
Yeah.
Are we?
Yeah, why not? No one from
Insert generic internet provider brand name here.
listens to this.
Oh.
Right, so I think from the sounds of it, I've failed to make you all enjoy a point-and-click adventure game, which is fine because there was no research into this game. I went onto Xbox and went, that one. But here's a question for you both, and it's a new question.
Ooh.
What would you change to make it something you enjoyed? How
For
would
the
you
love
make
of
it
God,
ex-
give me some interaction. Like, I know it's a point-and-click adventure game, and you're supposed to point and click on things in the name, but good Lord, give me an actual puzzle to solve that requires thought.
Yeah.
Fair. I'd add a battle pass and V-Bucks.
That would be great.
Yeah, fair enough.
Maybe we can get a Simpsons skin.
Yeah, that'd be good. Or Rick and Morty.
Or Rick
I'd
and
love to
Morty.
have a pickle Rick in Genesis Noir.
That won't age horribly, I'm sure.
No. For me, I'd like to take the art style, take the audio direction, and turn it into a platformer or something like Monument Valley.
Or a short film.
Or a short film. A short film in this style would be great to watch.
Yeah, an animated short film would be really
And you could
good.
you could tell the same story.
So the best way of improving this video game is to stop it being a fucking video game.
Yeah.
Yeah. That sounds...
I agree. I wouldn't actually put a battle pass and V-Bucks in. I just had Fortnite on another monitor pop up as an advert. So
It seemed appropriate.
But in order to make this game better, I think more cohesion in the puzzles. I don't think okay, so it's obviously not a big AAA title.
No.
Which is fine, and I think that allows for more individuality and experimentation with the visuals and the audio. But what you can't take away there is some of the thought around what the user experience is. And if, like me and Tim and Alex, I think you had something similar. Some of the puzzles just don't work, right? And on an indie title, you almost expect it not to be perfect.
Mm-hmm.
But what's unforgivable is to have no indication of what you're actually meant to do in considerable chunks of this game. So I don't know if that might be considered really unfair, but this whole game, this whole 3 hours that I played of this game, and definitely did not get anywhere near the end, I just felt really aimless. I think some kind of inclination of what you're actually meant to be doing at any given moment would be how I'd improve it. And then, if a puzzle does bug out and it doesn't work, then you don't have to sit there and get annoyed later when you've passed it. Like, the frustrating part of a puzzle should be trying to work out the puzzle, not after the puzzle that you've wasted so much time at a very simple puzzle that just hasn't worked.
I think a lot of this game, both in terms of its, how do I want to put this, narrative storytelling and its puzzle solutions, can be summed up just with the words, oh, okay.
Yeah.
Like, you'll click something and you'll move to a scene that looks completely different to the one before, and it's like, oh, okay, I guess I'm here now. And you'll click a random thing on the floor or the wall or whatever that I guess you're supposed to interact with. It's like, oh, okay, I guess I was supposed to click that. Like,
yeah,
it just felt arbitrary. I think it's probably the best way I could describe it. Pretty and arbitrary.
Okay.
Yeah.
Pretty arbitrary.
So, is it safe to say that you won't be playing the sequel when it comes out?
Probably not.
Because there is a sequel in the works. Nirvana.
If this is all about the Big Bang, what is the next one going to be about?
The next one is titled Nirvana Noir.
It's going to be about the big bombs.
I'm guessing it's something
Cobain.
to do with spiritual enlightenment.
Well, no, I won't be playing that.
No, I'll
Excellent.
probably be all right.
Perfect. Right. Join us next time. So next week we have another incredible installment of the Biased Anime podcast.
Wow.
And that will also be marking the start of Podmas.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Wow,
crazy.
we
better get recorded Podmas.
Yeah, wow.
And the next Thanks I Hate It is going to be Tim. And to absolutely no one's surprise, he's got me and Joey playing a fighting game.
I've forgotten what the game is.
Street Fighter 6.
Thank you. We're playing Street Fighter 6. I've said for the boys. 10 hours, but I want all modes played at least once. Because Street Fighter 6 gets weird with its game modes.
So look forward to that. And that's going to be goodbye from me.
Bye from me.
I'm staying.
Oh,
Listen,
right.
Me and you can hang.
Tim, Alex, and Joey too.
Yeah, fuck the music, I'm still here.
New games and films and tunes, they'll skew. Some laugh, some grows, it's nothing new.
Thanks, I hate it. Let's dive in. Games and movies, where do I begin? Tunes we love, but still we spin.
Laughs and cringes, will we win?
I forgot the words. Da, 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 da. Da, 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 da.